All right, friends, so here we are. No power. We have no idea why. Probably a tree limb or a car. Our entire road is out, so this was not planned for tonight. It is currently about 6:15-ish, and the estimated time for the power to be back on is not until 10 p.m. And if you guys know, the temperatures are tanking very quickly. See, we still haven't even ate dinner. Tank is finishing up his dinner. Thankfully, this is the day that we did the crock pot meal. So that is still warm in the crock pot. My Hot Logic is still warm. So we will at least have a hot dinner. Luke is getting ready to set up the kerosene lamp and the kerosene heater. We've never actually used one of these. Never had to, but it is nice that we did have it in the stash. So we're gonna get that set up and then see where the rest of the night leads us. It's gonna be a very boring night.
So quiet.
It is so quiet. The dogs are like, what the? Your dog's like, Father?
Where are you?
So there is no solar charging, obviously, because it is nighttime. So, huh? Yeah, and we don't have battery banks for our solar panels, but we do have battery banks for our phones and stuff. So we will be able to keep our phones charged and such. So this is lamp oil that I had purchased at one point. Not really sure when or where. All right, I'm actually gonna move the Hot Logic out of the way so that way we're not fumbling over all this stuff. We do still have water, so that is a positive. I did fill up the tub really quickly. So thankfully, we can still use the latrine and drink. But this is why we prepare, y'all, because you just never know. The weather was not bad or anything outside, so this was definitely unexpected.
It was just very cold.
Oh, outside, yeah, is very cold. So yes. We're gonna get some heat generated. And I do know somewhere in our stash, we do have more of the wick. So that should soak up from the bottom and allow us to be able to light the top part.
Hey, what is that? What does?
It's an oil lamp.
What does?
It
Lights up
creates
my house.
light and heat.
Mm-hmm. So it's be nice and toasty inside.
Yep.
That way we don't.
I'll get the spray out.
Me, you're ruining the show.
This is extremely eerie. See, nobody has power. I did get an update that about 1,200 people were impacted by this outage. It doesn't say right now what caused the outage, so we are just going to try and hunker down and do our best to get through the night. It is supposed to be super, super cold though, so that is kind of our biggest concern right now is the cold. Okay, so we've got our little solar, you can plug these into little solar little battery banks, or you can charge them. So these ones were actually charged, and we've got our kerosene lamp going. As always, it is very important to be safe, so we do have the fire extinguisher out because there are a lot of candles lit everywhere. So the babies are going to color, finish up their dinner. Yep, probably end up putting on some warm PJs here soon. But hopefully the power comes back on.
Yes, I really hope.
I did take an adventure to town to see how much of town was out of power, and it is extremely eerie. If you've never driven when there's like no power in town, it's really weird. None of the traffic lights worked. People were honking. It was pretty much chaos already, and it's literally only been 30 minutes since the power went out. So thankfully only half of town is out, so the other half is still operating. But I will tell you, the Taco Bell and Bojangles and all the fast food places were slammed. Thankfully, we have dinner already in our slow cooker and everything, so that is good. This will stay warm probably another couple of hours. The Hot Logic, this has dessert in it, that will stay warm. So we are all set and good to go. If the power doesn't come back on here soon, we will have to start our kerosene heater, which you guys saw that in our prepper haul that we did from Walmart. I think we did that like a month or two ago. That was kind of like an impulse buy. We saw it on sale and decided to just pick that up just in case. And I'm so glad we did, because now is when we needed it. So it's always good to have a backup for a backup for a backup. What'd you end up drawing?
Evil egg,
Oh my.
possessed potato,
Daddy, how
and
many
brain dead
eggs?
bacon. Look at his face, it's not quite working.
That's hilarious. So this
Dude,
is
the
what
worst
we
is
ended up doing.
You don't got no.
It is
What is
what?
he?
Almost 8 o'clock. Almost 8 o'clock. So couple hours. Everything is now beeping and struggling. The fish can breathe again. Thankfully, I did not have my freeze dryer on. It was actually, we were right in between a middle of starting a new batch. So thankfully, we also didn't have to start the big kerosene heater. We were trying to wait until it actually got cold before we put fuel in that and get it all messed up and stuff. So definitely important to have stuff ready to go just in case something like this happens. I do see that we have a couple of gaps, so this was actually kind of a nice little helpful drill for myself to kind of figure out where we can do better at. So we will be updating you guys on that. I hope you enjoyed this very random, very not expected video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!